Well, the United Nations Security Council is voting on duelling US and Russian resolutions to pause the fighting between Israel and Hamas. Sky's Mark Stone reports.
I mean, that really is a reflection there in the last 30 seconds that you just played of the top diplomatic body in the world unable to act. It really is a remarkable. It's remarkable the way it has all unfolded. The background is that there were two votes last week. They were calling for ceasefires. There was a vote, first one was tabled by Brazil calling for a ceasefire, then Russia calling for a ceasefire. Then the Americans, they both failed because America, Britain and others do not want to see a ceasefire explicitly because they believe that undermines Israel's right, as they see it, to defend itself. So they didn't vote for those. At the weekend, the Americans spent the whole weekend moulding language which didn't call for a ceasefire, but created a resolution which they've just voted on, which called for a pause in hostilities to allow for humanitarian aid so desperately needed to get into Gaza. Russia then said that they wouldn't support that, and they'd table their own another resolution calling for a ceasefire once again. And so what's happened is the first vote, America's vote, has just taken place, and because it doesn't call explicitly for a ceasefire, Russia and China have vetoed it, so it's failed. Now, in the next few minutes in the chamber, Russia's resolution will be voted on, and that will fail too, because America, almost certainly, will veto that. So there we have it. And the American representative, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, the ambassador for the United States in the chamber, has described what has just unfolded as Russia's cynical and irresponsible behavior, because it does not America is deeply irritated that Russia has vetoed this, which would have called for a pause in hostilities, not a ceasefire, but at least a pause to allow aid to get in. So we'll stay tuned and we'll see what happens with the next vote. But I can see no other option than America vetoing that one as well. And so for the people of Gaza, well, nothing.